What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know in
turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That's caught. It's Henderson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, better look out! Across the 25. There he goes! Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Got his man quickly. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So UCF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Wade. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides the back and leaves it. Lowers those pads. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So first down here as they go back to work. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Jackson will throw. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Nixon. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Pickett. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Pickett. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick, you know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far, whether it's been pass pro, bad routes.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finding open areas. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to bully their way in. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Sifo. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option. The give.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Jackson will throw. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make...
He's loose. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The give is to Williams. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So now it's 2nd and long.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final quarter to play, and we'll have to see if we can get everyone's focus back on the game after that spectacular event. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Jackson gonna throw it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Runs through a tackle. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game. It's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got room to work. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout call by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Snap in the shotgun. This time he's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse, that might...